All right, the most hated award.
You just giggle.
The Arabian Assassin.
Yeah, he did.
What's the Arabian?
Hassan Hadid. Huh?
Arabian?
Arabian.
Yes.
Assassin.
Mr. Popular.
Mr. Popular, Hassan Hadid. All right.
Beat him for most hated.
Hassan, whether anybody wants to knock on Hassan for, the drama that went down.
Yeah, and off the ropes.
Hassan is an extremely great talent. I've always said that also.
We give him an award saying he's the most hated man in all of Central Illinois, and he gets upset just because we say he's hated. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. Hassan, and I still don't understand, when the grumpy guy came out, because when
let me tell you
Hassan
something,
first
Chris. We have feelings too.
Oh, do you? He won the award.
Yeah, we have.
But he wanted the
like
microphone. He wanted your microphone award. That's what he really wanted.
We meaning Arabian assassins? Are you an Arabian assassin?
No,
Are you part of the sleeper cell, my friend?
Don't say.
You can't prove that.
Actually, we have to stop this conversation in the building that we're in.
I've got to go.
We can't go
Yeah,
any
you better
further
not.
than where we're at right now.
Yeah, and definitely don't say bomb.
All right, now the FBI and the CIA are going to be coming crashing through those doors any second now.
The fan favorite award, rightfully so, Mississippi Madman, obviously the most popular wrestler in Central Illinois.
He gets cheered by the pound.
He gets cheered by the pound, yes. Diamond in the Rough Award, Dangerous.
Diamond in the Ruffington Award.
Okay, whatever.
He was
Dangerous Drew Thomas. Another phenomenal talent. I think somebody who you've crossed paths with also.
They were actually cheering his name during Blake's match. They were going DDT, DDT.
How awesome is that?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever wrestled Drew.
No?
Drew Thomas spent several months on the DL for that.
I don't think I ever beat Drew.
Broken neck.
I don't think I ever beat Drew. Or wrestled him.
Drew had a whole lot of momentum going into his neck injury. That he was getting ready. He was really branching out everywhere, and unfortunately got hurt, and has made a little bit of a comeback this year.
He kept emailing me, telling me when I won the New Breed title. It was like a stalker, man. He kept calling me and leaving like weird voicemails, telling me that I have his title and that should be his right now. I mean, just a weird guy.
Of course. Why shouldn't he do that?
He never
wants that belt. He wants to be a champ. Everybody wants to be a champ.
He never won it. He
Actually, technically,
he wasn't the champion.
If Drew never lost the New Breed title, and you lost it to Harker, then technically you didn't lose it to Harker. You didn't lose the match to Harker.
But Drew wasn't the champion at the time.
Right.
Yeah, but he never lost the belt.
Yes, he did. He wasn't the champion when he went into that cage match.
Yeah,
he was a participant.
Who was the champion at the time?
That's right.
Don Cato.
Then why did he say he never lost the belt?
May have been holding some other belt. I don't know.
He was just telling me that
lose it if you never win.
He was just telling me that he had all the momentum and he was gonna win that match until he broke his neck. Cry.
That was on from a Canadian Destroyer.
I had his belt and all this.
All right.
That led to the banishment of the pile driver in that federation.
Tag team of the year, Jason Light and Donovan Kane, the Hybrids. Another top contender for tag team of the year this year.
But they have to sign a contract saying they will not destroy their awards in the ring.
They can do whatever they want with the awards. Their awards. They're one of the best tag teams in Central Illinois.
Are we going to rename?
Yeah, and you had a feud with them this year, didn't you?
No,
we beat them a lot this year. Yes.
But they took the SLW tag titles from you.
Yeah, but we beat them a lot more than they beat us. So.
Okay.
Hey guys.
The wrestler of the year, the Forever Man, Guy Smith.
Forever Man.
And somebody keeps griping about it.
They'll be all right. We did not hand out a Lifetime Achievement Award because I don't do this often on the nosebleed seats, but Tim Lyle is a piece of crap.
Oh, wow.
And I had made the decision to give him the Lifetime Achievement Award.
I think you're getting a text message right now from that.
This isn't even a live stream.
All right.
And
his ears are burning.
I'm sorry. The guy is everything that he complains about wrestling.
Tio, I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't even think I know Tim Lyle.
He was a promoter for Powerhouse Wrestling Incorporated. which I guess is on hiatus.
He's a total d-bag. He really is. I know, and I don't do this, man, but God, the guy's a complete idiot. I mean, he really is. He is so caught up in himself. He's the only person that'll rip on everybody else for being a yarder, and then in the same sentence talk about how he started off in a backyard. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely pathetic. Yeah, I mean, it really is. And
he gave me a lecture on this subject, unsolicited.
He's a complete hypocrite.
Yeah.
And he's so absorbed with himself that the rest of the wrestling world doesn't even matter.
You know, I might like this guy.
Yeah, I mean, you might. You and him got a lot of.
But Chris, the proof is in the pudding, brother. Okay.
Pudding?
All the success Tim Lyle has had. Who are you to say anything about Tim Lyle? Okay. He's had a lot of success in this business.
Like what?
Just look at his checkbook. I mean, I don't know. Just
been in the ring for 20 years.
What have you ever done again for this business?
Well,
like the wrestling business or the restaurant?
Oh, okay.
Are we talking about in life?
Yeah, in life. What have you ever done better than Tim Lyle?
Well, I'm self-employed.
Okay. You know, everyone hates Russians. That's what I learned from Tim Lyle.
I kind of like
the email address to send your complaints and comments is myspace.com, the nosebleed seats.
Or you just go to my MySpace. I wouldn't.
So, Tim Lyle's an idiot. The 2008 NBS Awards,
Central Illinois
Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. We inducted Rip Mystic and Tom Arson, two phenomenal guys that did a lot for Central Illinois wrestling. And again, where Eric Ruffington got his start at. And I know Guy Smith trained you primarily, but Rip Mystic started training you, correctly?
When I was there, it was kind of when I first started. It's when Rip was starting to take his first leave of absence.
Right.
My trainers were really Michael Shard, Guy Smith, and Spotlight Spencer Powers.
Right.
Now it is rumored that Rip Mystic may be making a comeback.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. I know he's popping out kids left and right.
Comeback 8 or 9. I lost count.
Oh.
That's just my way of saying I could beat you.
Ooh, you think so, huh?
Wrestling, beer pong, whatever.
Let's put it this way. The Federation sprawl that exists now wouldn't have happened if Rip Mystic and Tom Arson did not start in the Midwest.
Except near Peoria.
Exactly.
That's why some people don't count Peoria because it doesn't spawn. I know some people. J.C. Michaels doesn't even count Peoria, which I think is...
Apparently, a lot of people see Central Illinois as everything running along I-72.
What's Newbury got to do with New Midwest?
Huh?
Doesn't.
Newbury got to do with New Midwest?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
Other than it wouldn't have had the breakout year because I might not have been there.
Right.
So I guess, I can kind of see that.
Somebody had to pass the torch to Harker.
Yeah. Oh, nah, be nice.
All right. So already announced for the 2009 NBS Awards, Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, Bud Chaplin. Much more details. Make sure you guys send in your nominations. We're going to stop taking nominations on February 15th. So make sure you send in your nominations as much as possible.
Explain that this whole thing, you can't just put names in your nominations.
No. And we've still gotten several just people writing in just the name. This is who should be nominated. And for the life of me, I don't understand. If you guys are going to nominate somebody, how is it not at the tip of your tongue on why that person should be nominated for that category? Why can't you just ramble off 3 or 4 sentences on this is why? Because most of the time it's just, he's this person because he's my buddy.
Okay, Chris, honestly think about what you're doing here because this is a double-edged sword. How many nominations do you want to get for Eric Ruffington that you have to read 6.5 paragraphs about how great I am?
Just 1 or 2 sentences tops. That's all I want.
No one ever gives this guy credit. Connor Riley sent in a really good nomination.
Did.
So get with Connor Riley and say, Connor, how do I explain my choices? If you're not able to get that in your brain.
Yeah. And if you have to get it from Connor,
And if you send in a nomination form for the same person nominated on every single category, it's not going to get read.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, reasons. That's all I ask for, man. Convince me that this year is going to be more. I wanted this year to be really about who people write in. I really did. I wasn't able to make it to a lot of shows. I wasn't able to get out there and see a lot of talent. I really wanted this year to be about who everybody wrote in and nominated, and really be able to say this was the most popular decision, this was the best details. And thus far, it really hasn't been able. I haven't been able to do that. I need reasons on why these people are the best in this area, and when I put the packages together and I list why this person's been nominated, I want to be able to put that stuff. And and if I ended it today, then we wouldn't be able to do that. So make sure you get the nominations in and tell us why you feel your favorite wrestlers or your favorite guys in what fed should be nominated.
I want to stress this again. I know there are people who watch the shows who aren't wrestlers because I meet them at the New Midwest shows every once in a while.
Don't they stalk you?
Yeah, no, they don't do that.
Stalk.
We want nominations from fans this year. We want this to be more of a fan award than a non-fan award, I guess you would say.
Right.
Just a decision of a few select people.
Right. It's not supposed to be like a committee award.
Right.
Unlike some people.
All right. So,
other award shows.
Mr. Ruffington.
Yes.
Putting you on the spot. Live here on the NBS Awards. Nobody has traveled Central Illinois more than you have. Nobody's wrestled for more companies more than you have.
In Central Illinois.
Your opinion, best promotion in Central Illinois.
Well, there's
not counting the backstage.
I'm actually going to be honest, which is rare. So set your DVRs. If you want to, there's a lot of good promotions out there, honest to God. But if you, honest to God, have to go with the best, who've tried to outdo themselves to be better than anybody else, who drew the most people, who brought in talent in order to make their promotion, their guys better, it can't be anybody else but New Breed.
Right.
The New Breed Wrestling Alliance. Look what they did to make that show happen. Who else around here in the last 20 years has drawn 753 people?
Mason Beck's yearly show in Macomb, but they didn't have one last year. So
who's Mason Beck? I mean, what show does he run in Macomb?
He runs.
He just runs
Oh,
he's just trying to get you off topic. You know how he does.
And anyways, but honest to God, who else can say they've done that? Who else can say they spent the money to bring those people in? Who else can say they've turned a decent profit off of a show?
Right.
And you know what? Promoting wise and everything like that too. They do a lot of promoting. They have TV shows. They have commercials.
They have some stinkers here and there, but it's the wall of averages. If you have 4 times as many shows as other promotions, you're going to have a bad show every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I mean,
good points. Very good points.
I think I've only been to one New Breed show where I was like, that was bad though, and that was.
But then again, it cost you how much to get in?
Yeah, it was free. It was like a bar show. It wasn't, and it wasn't even bad by Central Illinois standards. It was,
just the biggest strike against New Breed. If you don't like the ring work, that could be the only factor against them.
There's several aspects. One, well, I mean, MPW for one is going to be mid-pro wrestling is going to be a major player in 2009. If they continue their momentum and their quality of matches.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've drawn.
Drew 200 people for the first show, 160 for the second one.
So I mean, if they continue their momentum, they're going to be major players. New Midwest still consistently puts on great shows, great talent. Great shows, great talent on their card. NGW putting on phenomenal shows, great talent up and down on their shows. Unfortunately, not drawing nearly the fans as anyone else.
So now they moved out of the Dragon Dome and they've gone to Adrenaline Rush Dance Club.
Yep.
Now the fans don't have to work as hard to make noise.
And moving to Sundays. Also, Sunday afternoons, this next show is going to be on a Cold War, which may probably already
February
air.
the 20th.
Now, are they
January 25th.
Is this just a one-time thing, or are they going to start running Sundays?
This is the second time in a row.
Yeah,
so
they're
I'm not sure.
matinee shows too. They're going to be earlier in the day.
Really?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. Yeah.
Huh.
They have something else in mind, but I can't
So,
tell you exactly what it is because it hasn't been released yet.
SLW.
I hate your audience, Next Generation Wrestling. I hate you. Get off your hands.
SLW, they took a several-month hiatus.
Yeah, it took several. They were only going to take the summer off. Ended up taking the rest of the year off.
Well, they fell apart once. Blake and I unfortunately lost the tag team titles. They had no idea what to do with themselves.
Yeah.
But they're coming
To
back.
2008 NBS Tag Team of the Year.
In a ladder
We all know
match,
those are
though.
rigged.
And that's not even a real match, though.
Yeah,
Why don't you defend
really?
yourself?
Yeah.
Did you get pinned?
Honest to God, no. I didn't get pinned or submit to lose that title.
And you lost your titles another time in New Breed. How'd you lose that to Aaron Matthews and Jason Vendetta? Ladder match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, sure. Why not? It's ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. It's redonkulous.
I like ladder matches. I don't think they should be title matches, though. Put a ladder in the ring, have it used as a weapon. How does that settle who the better wrestler is? It's
It decides who could
I'm
be
just
possibly the
glad
better.
at that SLW show the ladder showed up.
It decides who could be
that
better.
would've
Who
been
could be the
awkward.
better
I
house
heard
painter.
Mephisto headbutted the ladder.
Should I even mention the other
I heard
contenders?
Mephisto
or-
might be dead.
What?
There are a couple of other contenders. Great American Wrestling, but they're going to be... Oh, it's going to be a hard sell.
Well, I'll tell you what. Great American Wrestling, they have been bringing in better wrestlers, and you can't deny that. I mean, Tracy Smothers, Zach Gowen was there last night. Rosie was there not too long ago. That's my cell phone. Eric Ruffington's a very busy person.
Hey.
Yo.
Show.
Oh, anyways. Who else did they bring in? Snuka?
Right.
No, not Snuka. Pat Tanaka.
That's enough. Yep.
Pat Tanaka.
Huge difference, but okay.
Yeah. But
Doink the Clown.
What
got him?
I
Dusty
don't-
Wolf.
What were we saying just before the show about last night's show? If you would have kept just the 3 matches and charged $5, that would have been a great show. Why not have a show with 3 matches and $5? Will the fans feel ripped off? I'll even throw Dewey and Kane's match in there. Not everyone liked it, but if it was those 4 matches for $5, that would have been a great show. Stop having your shows be so long and trim the fat.
This upcoming year of the NBS, we're going to go into more details about shows and talent, and start covering a more wide range of topics about shows. And I feel like we've focused on the positive for long enough. I mean, it's time to start saying, look, this is bad. This is what's wrong. This is what needs to be fixed, and start bringing it to more people's attention, so people are not allowed to have these crappy shows.
Right.
There are people out there that have no damn business being in a wrestling ring, and damn it, I'm gonna start pointing them out, and I'm gonna start saying this is why.
Oh, and there's also...
I swear to God, you say Ruffington, I'll come over there and punch you.
Well, there's also people
Still
who
want to emphasize
are-
the
I'll go
positive,
get
though.
the captain.
There are also people who I think they'll tell you, and I think of a guy like, he's not a crappy wrestler. He has business being in the ring, but he has crappy matches. Andy Roberts is a guy. He's just so off and on. You enjoyed Andy Roberts in New Midwest Wrestling.
I did.
He puts on good matches in Next Generation Wrestling. Every time I see him in New Breed or GAW,
Something happens.
something happens, and he just has a bad match. He has an off night.
Bad chemistry
Maybe it's
with
the
whoever
quality,
he's
maybe it's the quality
wrestling.
of people he's wrestling.
Yep, exactly.
It could be. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe
Heck.
he just doesn't care. Maybe he's
But,
going out there and just trying something different.
But do you? I mean, as a wrestler, I mean, do you think that's fair of us to start saying, taking that different approach?
Somebody's got to say it. In order for things to get better, somebody's got to say it.
Right.
If you guys want to be those people,
Well, see, here's the thing.
And just
right
prepare to answer a lot of emails.
I've got no problem with that, because like I said, I'm not just going to say, well, I don't like this guy.
What are you not going to
You know?
book us though? I mean, is
Yeah.
that
no, that's what I'm saying. You guys go right ahead and do it. You have
They'll
every
just tell
right.
us,
As Pain
we
fans,
ain't
you have every
we ain't
right.
gonna let you buy a ticket to our shows anymore. And yeah, that would be
You have every right
a
as paying
great
customers,
tactic
paying
to
customers.
use.
You have every right to say what you want.
I think a lot of things have gotten better this year, but that horrible stuff is still there, and that horrible stuff needs to get it needs to be pointed out, and hopefully we can bring attention to this stuff, and hopefully things will even get better as this year. And I don't plan on doing it in a negative way. I think and overall it'll make the scene better, and we'll continue to grow as a region and make things better. So.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much used to getting so much flack from my rap sheet show reviews.
Don't you get flack for just waking up in the morning?
I guess, yes.
What is flack?
Exactly.
Is that like
flack.
It's like
F-L-A-K.
It's like a Mexican custard.
I didn't know if that's what like grows on your teeth or.
Man, it's shrapnel flying at you.
Ain't it the flakes that grow in your hair when you're balding?
What are flakes?
Ain't that flack?
I thought that was dandruff.
No.
Ain't that what they
you know
call
what a
flack
flak
when you're
jacket
balding?
is?
When you're balding and it's got flakes or something like that?
No. It's dandruff.
Weird.
All right. Where's the waiter? I need a refill. Anybody seen a server around this place? Anybody? Anybody seen a server? Anybody?
I don't know. He's your server. Why don't you find him?
I'm gonna get a hold of that guy. Sean! Sean! Where's Sean? Anybody seen Sean? Damn it!
What's the matter, Eric?
I can't never find that kid.
Okay, we're starting to
I'm not
act
a
like
big-
ringside chat now.
I'm
We
just
need
not a
to
big fan of the way he treats my cousin, Sean.
let's wrap this up
NBS
here.
Awards. I am Chris Lee. Year in review. Thanks guys for watching. And hopefully we'll see you at the shows.
Woo!
Peace out.
Peace out.
Coming soon on the Nosebleed Seats, we present the 2009 NBS Awards Friday, February 20th, where we honor the best in Central Illinois pro wrestling. The NBS Awards will be held at the Main Hangar Restaurant in Decatur, Illinois, inside Decatur Airport. For more information, visit our website at myspace.com, the Nosebleed Seats. The 2009 NBS Awards coming February 20th at the Main Hangar in Decatur. This is Mad Conservative Crime Fire at IWAP. Right now you're looking at the man known only as Curly, who has an extensive collection of Three Stooges tattoos all over his body.
Figure if you're gonna do something, go all the way.
Yeah, let's take a look at the one in the back. A full-featured Curly all across his back, and a small one right at the back of his neck, covered by hair a bit. So my question is, how long did it take you to get all those tattoos?
Been getting them for 15 years. Actually, haven't had a tattoo in the last 4 years. Took 15 years. First tattoo I ever got. It's the big face of Curly right there on my back. That started it all. Went from there. Chest, the arms. You name everywhere. You name it. Nothing but Three Stooges. Mole, Larry, and Curly.
So what's your favorite Three Stooges movie or short?
My favorite one, it's where Curly, it's Punch Drunk, where he KOs Stradivarius, he's in the ring, every time he hears Pop Goes the Weasel, so
the boxing episode.
Goes the Weasel, woo, just beats everybody and they gotta calm you down with the cheese. Three Stooges, three funniest guys, I know Curly is the funniest.
So who won a match between you and Ironhead, which is the wrestling episode that Curly was in?
Curly did. I beat Brandy. Some people call him Brandon, but I happen to know for a fact it's really Brandon. But yeah, I took him out. He put a beating on me a little bit. I came back with a few things, tossed him out. Apparently all the lumberjacks were on Curly's side because I was like a man, jumped out on my own, walked all the way around. Loved it. Every time I threw Brandon out, they whipped the tar out of him. Had it up here, game plan right there. Had it all figured out before it started.
So the Thunderbolt suffered a short, and now he's known as Walker Crybaby Ranger.
Oh yeah. Biggest crybaby I know in the business right there. I think sometime we're gonna have to have a diaper match because he's just the biggest baby I know.
How long have you been training to wrestle?
I started training 10 years ago. I actually went down to the power plant, made it through a whole day down there.
The power plant
The power
in
plant,
Atlanta?
WCW power plant down in Atlanta. I think it was late 97. It's a 3-day camp tryout thing. I made it the whole day, the first day, dude. it is miserable. They run you ragged, you're doing everything. I couldn't walk for 3 weeks. Couldn't return the next 2 days, learn run ropes, take my falls, a few things. Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker whipped the tar out of me. I'm hoping eventually I can get him in a match one of these days. Then I trained.
Yeah, but he's retired.
Yeah, he can come out of retirement because he's got one coming from Oak Early. He put me through the ringer now. And then I trained with Homicidal Steve Davis and his group down at Marion, Illinois for a few years after that.
AAPW, is that it?
It's
AAPW.
ACW. It's
ACW.
Attitude Championship. That's way
Oh, the
back
one
in the day,
that
yes.
Will Dixon bought out.
Yeah, Guyana, yeah. So I have done a few shows with All-American Pro Wrestling. Come down here every Wednesday night. We're gonna do some IWA events here coming up in January. You know, just trying to work on the persona, do my gimmicks and all that stuff, work my way to the WWE because I will be there one of these days. That's the goal.
That's your ultimate goal.
That's my ultimate goal. I want to be Monday Night Raw, baby. I want to be the next Stone Cold, the next John Cena. You know, just building it up here. And it all starts right here in the Indies, people. Right here. Everybody you see on TV, the WWE, TNA, they all did this. Not a lot of money in it. You take your bumps, you get hurt somewhat, you learn things. You know, it's a great experience. You got to go through that to jump up to there. It's worth it. And I know I'm going to be there one of these days.
How long have you been wrestling so far?
Probably 3 years.
Okay.
3 years.
Is there anybody in Southern Illinois you'd like to have a match with that you haven't had a chance?
I tell you what, I would love to get Homicidal Steve Davis in the ring. One-on-one, nobody coming in. I had a match with him not too long ago. Of course, Brandon comes out. Gee, always someone coming in. I want me and him one-on-one. I want to show him that the power of the knucklehead. You know, he's not going to be able to take it. If I can get him in there one-on-one, it's always something. Someone's coming in helping him out. He can't win unless he's cheating.
Well, he's the champ, so I guess you're going to be going for the title too at the same time.
Definitely, I want that belt. That's what it's all about, baby. Working my way up that ladder one rung at a time, getting to the top, holding that belt. Because that takes me further in my career. Homicidal Steve Davis, if I ever had a chance to get him in the ring by himself, no interference with anybody, I'm positive I could take that belt away from him. I'm hoping I get that chance here at the IWA.
What is your favorite match thus far in your 3-year career?
I tell you what, last Wednesday night, right in this building, it was me and Lucky Dane in a tag team against Brandon Walker and Homicidal Steve Davis. That was great. Lucky Dane's a great worker. Love wrestling with him. I did a 16-man battle royale 10 years ago with Lucky Dane. Hadn't seen him since then. He was here last Wednesday. We had a tag team. We won. It was great. I love to work with someone that has fun out in the ring. You know, he got down, he was doing the curly shuffle with me and everything. It's great.
Well, Curly, if a promoter around here wants to bring you to their Fed, where can they go?
All you got to do is get on the IWA website, get in contact with John.
MySpace.com, IWA Production.
Yes, and they can get a hold of me, give me the info, and I'll give you that. I'm ready to work, baby. All you got to do is give Curly a call. I'll be there.
All right, well, the kids have been waiting to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
So we'll let you go. Thanks for talking with us. Hopefully we'll see you all over the state of Illinois shortly.
Yeah, that's what the plan is, man. See, I love the fans. Come out if you get a chance to see a wrestling show. Come out and see these things. Because those people you can pay $8, $10 to see now are the people you're going to see in the WWE ring. And I'll tell you what, the fans is what it's all about. The fans make a wrestler. They love you or they hate you. You don't want to be in between. And I want the fans to love me. I'm doing this for the fans. So,
all right, you promoters from St. Louis, Evansville, Chicago, Indianapolis, keep an eye out for this gentleman, Curly,
right here,
the biggest Three Stooges fan of all time. We'll see ya.